I'm a bad motherfucker.
You hear the word psyop a lot in this line of work, and I don't like to overuse it, but if you look at his campaign ad, wow! Not only did he get a lot of money for that book, somebody gave him a lot of money for this ad, and this is a race. This is not like a race where it's him and another guy. There's 5 Democrats running for this open seat, but somebody really wants him to win. So,
on this day, my role was as a Capitol Police officer. I'm Harry Dunn, and that meant putting aside who I am, a father, a manager, a Democrat, because I swore an oath.
All right. So understand, for people who are not involved in any way in this business, what you're looking at here, that costs a lot of fucking money. An ad like this is not like, hey, this is Harry Dunn. I'm in my kitchen. I'm running for Congress. This is expensive. This is a set, actors, camera work.
Yeah.
This is a very, very slick ad. A very expensive
You can't compete
ad.
with this in a Democratic primary. January 6th Capitol Police officer. Who these gonna beat? They're not gonna beat him. What are you, fucking volunteer desk clerk at the fucking Planned Parenthood? You can't beat a Capitol. You can't beat Capitol Police January 6th story. You got no chance. No chance.
Is he gonna fight these 80-year-olds?
He's got it in the bag. This guy's got it in the bag. Is there anyone who has an easier time getting laid than the January 6th Capitol Police officers in like shit Libby neighborhoods of Washington, D.C.? They must clean up, man.
Probably. You're probably right. You're probably right. Especially
like Kyle Rittenhouse at like CPAC. You know what I mean? Like a perfect story. Kyle Rittenhouse. Nobody's got a better story at CPAC than Kyle Rittenhouse. Went to a Black Lives Matter rally with an AR-15, shot 3 Jews, got away with it.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't beat that. You cannot beat that. You can't beat January 6th Capitol Police. No way.
All right, so let's
protect our Constitution, to protect our democracy. It's what allowed me to protect some members of Congress who I knew were bigots, who helped fan the flames that started all of this.
All of this.
I put country above self. The problem is, a lot of them didn't. Some of the same people who stood behind us when we protected them went back on the floor of Congress and stood behind Trump. They voted to acquit him. And worst of all, they denied the violence and trauma that led to the death of some of my fellow officers.
What?
Okay, so again, it's the if you keep repeating a lie,
George Santos
it becomes the truth.
Drift.
You got Biden saying it in his speech that in a slicker way than that, but they're just going to keep repeating that police were killed on that day until because and if you poll libs, I'm sure they love to point out when the Fox News audience believes something false that they heard again and again. They're exactly the same way. You ask them, were police killed on January 6th? I promise you a majority of them will tell you
Kyle
yes.
Rittenhouse, I couldn't believe the level of where I'm like, did you watch any of the tape? No, I watched the trial, which no, you didn't.
Right.
You didn't sit through the trial. You mean you were told what to, and you purposely didn't look at it on purpose because you hate that kid's too round of a face. You don't like face you want to hit with a skateboard. Well, he fair and square.
Well, Jerry Lewis used to do a telethon for the round-faced, so they get discriminated against.
Rittenhouse shoots better than cops. Better than this guy.
That's why Keaton always keeps a beard. It kills the roundness a little bit. It makes it a little less symmetrical.
Does he have a mustache
little more
too,
organic?
Or just beard? I can't see from my angle.
He's got the whole thing.
Oh, good. Okay.
He's got the whole
I was afraid you had
He's got
Dr.
the nose and glasses are a Groucho Marx kit. Oh, whoops! You know, it was inevitable. I was going to do that eventually.
This campy political ad from.
On this day, my role was as a Capitol Police officer. I'm Harry Dunn, and that meant putting aside who I am, a father, a manager, a Democrat, because I swore an oath to protect our Constitution.
I think this version is better, actually.
It's what allowed me to protect some members of Congress who I knew were bigots, who helped fan the flames that started all of this. I put country above self. The problem is, a lot of them didn't. Some of the same people who stood behind us when we protected them went back on the floor of Congress and stood behind Trump. They voted to acquit him. And worst of all, they denied the violence and trauma that led to the death.
They got a little like experimental jazz band going here.
I had another role to play. I used my voice to
So you
speak
see,
out,
everybody likes to have
get
him
into
on.
good trouble. And a few weeks ago, I left the force after more than 15 years of service, so that today I can announce I'm running for Congress. We can't ever let this happen again. And you've heard it from Trump himself. He is hell-bent on finishing what he started this day. I'm stepping into a new role today, but I can't do it alone. I believe every one of us has a role to play in this fight. So join me. We've got a democracy to protect.
Yes,
Oh,
Queen.
we do.
Yes, Queen.
Look at this. Look at this.
Oh,
yeah, no, they got a pretty decent jazz band there to do the soundtrack.
Oh, that beefy officer.
No, I promise you, you're right. You can't beat this guy. You cannot beat this guy in any kind of a blue district. You're gonna be stuck with this motherfucker running cover for the establishment for the next 25 years.
Wait, who's he running for Congress for? What district?
It's a district in Maryland.
Oh, okay.
It's a district in Maryland. There's a retiring Democrat. He's just going to go up there. He's going to do all of the January 6th talking points. He's going to do all the Donald Trump talking points. No matter who wins in this election,
he's an ambitious woman.
Keaton's probably right. He's unbeat. Who's going to beat him? Who's going to beat this guy?
He's ambitious.
Obviously, there's a lot of money there.
Yeah, get out of here.
What's that?
No shot.
No.
A plus size, ambitious woman like that. Yeah, I think he'll go pretty far.
He's going to go far. We're going to be stuck with him. He's going to be like the smart the smart squad member. Watch. He's going to wind up
Jamal Bowman.
He's going to wind up in the squad. Watch. Because he says he's for
president. He's going to be on the presidential ballot in November.
Let's see if he supports Israel first.
That's what they're going to do.
I don't think he says he's for Medicare.
I'll bet he better give deep-throated support of Israel.
All right, I think we can go to super chats.
Hey, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down there for more AM Joy and the rest of MSNBC. And click on any of the videos right here to watch the latest interviews and highlights. And you can get more videos from MSNBC for free every day with our newsletter. Just visit